Now, it feels like everyone is trying to sell you protein.
High protein diets are bad for your health.
Vegan.
Carnivore diet.
Honey touted as being something powerful.
Sugar is bad for you. Wait, is it?
What the heck did I just get myself into? Food, in particular healthy food, is one of the most debated, confusing topics online right now.
And this confusion, it's not just noise. It's shaping how we live, whether we realize it or not.
There has recently been a spike of interest with the Maha movement, but even with that, why should I care? Like honestly, I'm just trying to live a fun life, enjoy being young, why stress about snacks and meals? I mean, maybe I just want some chips, some fries. I mean, fries are potatoes, right? That's natural, they're cooked in vegetable oil, so they gotta be healthy, right? Well, healthy and natural might sound like they go hand in hand, but trust me, they are very different. Healthy doesn't have a clear definition. Ask 5 people what natural means when it comes to food, you'll probably get 5 different answers. My goal isn't to scare you, it's to shift how you see food. At the minimum, plant a seed that might grow into something bigger later. A seed that can turn into a strong oak tree from teen to teen. Oh boy, this is gonna be one heck of a video. So the question that lies before us, is living unhealthily really that heaven you picture it to be? The answer, no. But you see, like most things, it's not that simple. You see, these companies have been marketing these products, especially these ultra-processed products, for decades. Take Fruit Loops. This cereal has been around since the 1960s. It was marketed to your parents when they were kids. And now it's your turn. Soda, cereal, chips, candy. Leaching their way into your diet just as it did in the previous generation. Countless studies have demonstrated the immense effect that these advertisements have had on these kids as they've grown up, and spoiler alert, it benefits the company and not the consumer. So now, not eating this stuff is what feels weird. So hopefully you're starting to see the problem. Ultra-processed food has become the social norm, especially for teens. For the meals we have talked about, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and has already leached its way into our snacking and drinking habits. And that's what's happened through non-stop marketing, price, convenience, and habits passed down from generation to generation. And it's a hard cycle to break, I get it, but sometimes people are just waiting for somebody else to take that first step. And that could be you. Remember, you don't need a perfect diet, you just need a purposeful one. So, let's talk teenagers. That's what I am, and I'm assuming you are too. So like, why don't we usually care about what we eat? Now here's the thing, teens do have the advantage usually. We generally have faster metabolisms. Some people have it better than others because of genetics, but overall, teenagers can eat more because our bodies are still growing, and we burn more energy than adults. Now pair that with school. We're there most of the year, and if you're in high school, there's a whole load of homework waiting after classes. So personally, I'll wake up at 6 a.m. and don't get home till a little before 4 in the afternoon. And that's when I'm not in cross-country season. So with cross-country, that adds even more to the afternoon. Then homework, studying, it gets late and fast. So yeah, no wonder why people go for convenience when it's time for dinner. And I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I used to eat more of these convenience foods too. But over time, I was able to slow down my consumption of them and switch to a much more whole diet. But it was definitely not an easy transition, and I can't say I completely cut out everything fun. I still enjoy a scrumptious brownie or a cookie every so often. Yes, I enjoy baking, but anyway, don't worry, I'm not going to give you my full life story yet. Just stay tuned. But yeah, I did start off my journey most likely just as you are, with a little idea of where to go next. So as I mentioned earlier, teens are at school most of the year, and they gotta eat, right? The majority of students eat school lunch, with a few in my experience bringing their lunch. I mean, at least you can trust the government with providing healthy school lunch, right? Sadly, you'd be mistaken. Since Michelle Obama's changes, yeah, lunch has improved in many places. There's no fast food in most schools anymore, portion sizes are better, they've added requirements for whole grains and vegetables, but let's not act like that fixes everything. Here's the reality, schools operate on tight budgets. They're feeding hundreds of students every day, so they're buying in bulk. And when you're dealing with that scale, it's just easier to heat up 1,000 frozen nuggets than to cook 1,000 chicken breasts. So now love me some baked mystery nuggets. So yeah, once again, ultra processed food wins. I mean, every school isn't like that. It really just depends on your district, your state, your funding model, but that's a whole topic for another video. Either way, school lunch is not guaranteed to be the healthy meal you were looking for. So, back to dinner. It can't be that much worse than lunch, right? Right? I mean, after eating a pretty mid-school lunch, you're tempted to grab a few frozen items out of the freezer, throw them in the microwave. I mean, why wouldn't you? A lot of families are strapped for time. And if there's more than one kid in the house and parents are working late, I mean, how would there be time to cook real dinners every night? In my experience, yeah, there are some fast meals you can just whip up. Throwing together some instant parboiled rice, maybe some eggs, but not everyone is taught that at home. And schools surely aren't teaching it, so you'll have to cook for yourself. And hear this, a 2025 survey shows over 2/3 of Gen Z struggles with basic cooking. 61% can't make an omelet and 42% can't make a stir fry. So that's kind of insane. In a class of 30, at least 15 can't cook eggs. But there is a way to improve this, maybe even through yourself. And no, it's not Maha. Now I'll touch on that whole situation later. So, the normalcy of ultra-processed junk is insane in present times. When we were young, as we are now, it's just a social norm to eat ultra-processed snacks and junk in the free time. And the mindset is, we're young, we're burn it off, it doesn't matter. I see it all the time. Many argue that they see kids eat Takis and drink soda on the daily, yet they look skinny. But on the contrary, the sad reality is they aren't all as they seem. There's something called being skinny fat. Now, I'm not saying everybody who does this is skinny fat. But skinny fat is when you look slim on the outside, but your body is most likely storing unhealthy fat around your organs, as well as having less muscle mass in comparison to the body weight. It doesn't show up in the mirror, but it's dangerous. And it increases the risk for heart disease, insulin resistance, and more. So just because someone looks healthy doesn't mean they are. And look, I'm not saying switching to a healthier diet will suddenly make your skin glow or fix your mood overnight. Some people just get lucky with genetics, but for a lot of people, eating better does make a difference. Clearer skin, better focus, and better energy. Even things like dry eyes and skin moisture can improve when you clean up your food. I'm gonna be honest, I still eat sweet stuff sometimes, and also microwave some frozen veggies or some quick meal if I need to. But I'm not some raw liver kind of influencer, carnivore kind of guy. So why you should care is important, but let me tell you why I made the switch. It started a few years ago. I got into cooking some basic meals. It was hard at first, I didn't love it, but the flavor, it was good. So I kept going. I started working out, I ate high protein recipes, more Greek yogurt, kind of things. I ate more intentionally. Then I started learning what was actually in the foods I was eating. Stuff that's linked to heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and other chronic illnesses. So I slowly cut all that out, but not all at once. Step by step. And guess what? A lot of days now just simply have more energy. And it shows not just in cross country, but in how productive I am in general. And honestly, my mood and stress levels are way better on days when I eat well. Yes, social media can tell you this and that. The Maha movement can say fluoride's bad. You can stress about it all you want, but in reality, all you need to do is find what works for you. Slowly work in a more wholesome and healthier diet through personal research. Get whole grain carbs, fiber, protein, things that are simply just not present in most ultra-processed foods. And don't worry if you want a blueberry Danish or chocolate chip cookie every so often. You live life to enjoy it. Just try not to make it into an addiction or another habit you have to break. Primarily eat what's best for you, not what others tell you. Just don't take everything you hear online to heart, okay? That's my advice to you. Okay, so this is a heavily summed up version of my story. Now, your story is going to be completely different. Yours may have some similarities of mine, but I want to be an inspiration for your life. You see, with this one video, like I said earlier, I'm not planning on changing your life. But what I'm hoping to do is plant a seed. So, you can compare your life, how it's going, with my story, and write your own path. Okay, hope you all enjoyed the video. Be sure to drop your thoughts down below. It may benefit another fellow who wants to improve their life down there, but also I'll plan on releasing a how you, a teen, can easily shift your diet in the near future. So if you want to first get notified, be sure to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it. Anyways, Connor out.